Hi friends, welcome back to Angelo, Kath, Can. For today's video, Kath is not around because she's at work. And for this video, it will all be an update or it'll be all about stories of my 1 year living here in Canada as an immigrant and starting from my arrival up to date. So if you're interested in those kind of things, stay tuned until the end of this video because I'm going to share everything that I have experienced from my life, travels, work, transportation, and anything else I can think of. So stay tuned and let's do it. We'd like to thank all of you who've been supporting us all this time and who's been watching our videos and been subscribing to us every day. It's just like every day there's new subscribers. So thank you very much. So, as I said, it's been a year now since I arrived in Canada and my life has changed significantly. So, I'm just gonna show you first a photo of my first arrival in Canada. Here it is. Okay, as you noticed, I was wearing a jacket because it's so cold when I arrived in Canada. It was fall season and my jacket was like thin one, so it was still cold. I arrived in Canada at night around 11 p.m. So yeah, but I was wide awake. You know why? Because I was jet lagged. My mind, my body clock still time in the Philippines. So that's it. The first thing that I noticed when I arrived in Canada was the weather. The cold weather. And it's not even winter at that time yet. So what do I expect during winter? But then yeah, we just went home. We tried to sleep. My wife fell asleep. I didn't because it was still Philippines time. My mind, Philippines time. So it's so hard. And my wife woke up in the middle of the night, in the middle of like 3 a.m. And then she's like, "Where are you?" And then I'm like in the kitchen eating something. So it was a funny first week experience because it took me like 5 days to adjust with the time here. I stayed here. I stayed at home for like a month or so. I just made my resume. I just looked for jobs online. And the best website for me to look for jobs is indeed.ca. And there I found one. Actually, I found a lot. But then I got called for like 4 or 5 interviews and then I got accepted to each one. But then there was one special that for me, I really felt that I want to work there. And it was a local store in Calgary, where they called me for an interview. So I went, we did the interview, and then they accepted me. They told me to come to work the next day. And then, yeah, I just tried. And I'm so blessed since then because I have great colleagues, I have great bosses, I have a great workplace. All the energy is just so good. So I'm so blessed. I'm very thankful. And not also that, also my transportation to work because from my house going to the bus stop is just a 5-minute walk. And the bus that I ride every day stops very near to my workplace, so it's very convenient for me. And mind you, I got a job just in a month. I always tell this to some people, like when you come to Canada, you should not be picky with your job because you need to make a living. You need to have money so that you can pay the bills and anything else. And what I'm happy about Canada is that the place is so clean, the transportation is clean, people are so kind and respectful, but it can't be avoided. There are places that are somewhat kind of dirty. The transportation somewhat kind of gets delayed, and there are some people that's not that kind because Canada is a multicultural country. There's a lot of other kinds of people who comes from different parts of the world. So yeah, what do you expect, right? But in general, Canadians and also the immigrants are kind and respectful. Transportation, well, there is Uber, there are taxis, there are buses, city buses, there are trains, but yeah, if you're gonna take the Uber or the taxis, then it's gonna cost you more. But if you're gonna take the public transit, then there's a downside to it too, like waiting times. But if you're on time to the bus stop, well, we wait the bus, then it's good. But if you're gonna be late for like a minute or so, if the bus already passed by the bus stop, then you're gonna wait for another 15 to 30 minutes for the next bus to arrive. So that's the downside to it. And if you want to see how the public transit works here, I have a video, me riding the bus and doing the public transit, and I'll just put a card here so that if you want to check it out, you can check it out. Travels. So I've been to many places. I've been to hikes. I've been to waterfalls, lakes here in Canada, and they are beautiful. Canada has one of the most beautiful sceneries. They have one of the most beautiful lakes, waterfalls that you can go, you can enjoy, and just appreciate Mother Nature. So yeah, I will show you some of our photos and some of the clips from our videos, travel videos. So here it is. And if you want to check the full clips, the full videos, we'll just put the links in the description box. So if you want to enjoy the hikes, the Mother Nature, the lakes, the waterfalls, and everything else, just take a look at it and enjoy. So yep, food. Food in Canada is very different from a place where I come from or where you come from. So yeah, we need to adjust. But food here is good. They're very good. And but you know, still Asian like me, Filipino like me, I crave for the Filipino food, for the Filipino recipes. So there are some Asian stores, there are some Filipino stores here too, but yeah, they are a bit expensive though. And now, most of all, the weather. Canada has 4 seasons. They have winter, they have fall, they have summer, they have spring. Right now, and also the time when I arrived here, it was fall. So fall is somewhat like where the leaves start to turn yellow, they start to fall, and then the weather starts to get cold, the wind starts to get cold. So yeah, it's a time of jackets and some gloves and some thick clothes. But yeah, it's a wonderful season. And the next one is the winter. Next to fall is winter. That's the most like challenging season here for me as an immigrant, especially during my first winter. There was a time that it was minus 40 degrees Celsius, and I was like wearing 6 layers of clothes, including a winter jacket, and then winter pants, and then boots, and then you're gonna walk to the bus stop for like 5 minutes in that cold, and then you're gonna walk in the bus stop where there's snow like this thick. So it was a challenging season, but it was also an enjoyable season. So it really depends. But yeah, it's really cold here in Alberta. And next one is spring. It's where the flowers bloom, it's where the grass turns green, and there's gonna be some rain, and it's also a wonderful season, and it's beautiful. And the next one, the best season for me, is summer. So summer Sometimes it gets very hot. It gets 28 degrees Celsius. But yeah, it's a time where people go out. They go out, go out, go out. So yeah, they enjoy the sun. And me too. So yep, I think that's about it. And that's all I can think about my first year in Calgary, in Alberta, in Canada. And I can't say or compare it to other provinces because I haven't been to any other provinces yet. But yeah, living in Calgary, in Alberta, working here, living my life as an immigrant, living with my wife, transportation, food, season, it's good. People are nice, people are very kind, they are very respectful. And I'm just gonna show you like some of the clips or some of photos of my stay here so you can check this out. So this video is like so mixed up, just everything that I can think about my experience, my life here in Canada. So I hope you enjoyed. So please click like, subscribe, and the notification bell for more videos. So I hope you still enjoy this video and got some insights on my life as an immigrant and hopefully yours. So yep, that's it for this video. Hope you still support us in the future. Let's do it on the next one. Be well. Peace.